Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. I hope everyone's having a good week. I have a lot to talk about today because we started trading today. So a couple investment things to get into. Firstly, I did want to let you know that Saturday I'll be featured on a podcast. It's called Fletcher and Fowler. It's a USF podcast, which is where I went to school. I know their football team is in the gutter. Please don't remind me. It's like PTSD at this point. But the podcast has some great content, good people on there. It's about an hour long. It's strictly NCAA football. It's on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts. I'll be featured for about 15 minutes. Just talk about a couple games I like, and then a play for the USF Houston game. So yeah, Fletcher and Fowler. It drops on Saturday. I'll let you know what time when I know more. Yeah, so let's get into it. Remember, this is not official advice. If you have a gambling problem, please do not gamble. The hotline is 1-800-522-4700. In our first segment here, we'll go through Louies Picks from Monday. So Louis had 4 free plays, and he went 4-0, which puts him at 7-0 on the year, which is incredible. So his first one was Mac Jones under 214.5 passing yards. And if you remember, I did say that I didn't think he'd play the whole game, and he got benched with 13 yards, hit by 201 yards, literally the lock of the century. So then secondly was Devontae Parker over 28.5 receiving yards. And I said that the model predicted 60, and he ended up with 68. He hit by 39 yards, which was over double the original over, which is awesome. And then third was Montgomery, the Chicago running back. It was over 49.5 rushing yards. Finished exactly where my model predicted at 62. And then the last play was Harden over 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And that hit as well. And I am 3-0 on the year with Harden. He actually didn't hit that last game, but I didn't take it last game. So yeah, it's Louis 7-0 on the year. So if you're a $100 better, Louis made you $700 over the last 3 segments over 2 weeks. That's awesome. If you want to get some more money and more access, join today. That promo code WINNER is still available for 3 months, so take advantage of that. So next we'll get into our sports record for the week, and it's not nearly as good as it's been, but at least we're not negative. With all the bad beats that we've gotten, it has been out of control. So we're 53-46, up $30, which just shows you how heavily Vegas can juice the lines. Because I have 7 wins over the losses, but I'm up $30. Like, it sucks, but I had almost $1,600 in bad beats over the last couple of days, which I'll get into because it's just, I mean, it's expected sometimes, but it's been out of control. So Monday I talked about the guy who was number 1 in the world in tennis and missed by his cover by half a game. That was a $215 swing. Tuesday I had another tennis match. The guy was plus 125 and he was up 5-1 on the last set and he lost 7-6. So in hindsight, it is my fault for not hedging, but I don't, like, maybe once in a million matches will someone blow a 5-1 lead. So that was a $225 swing. And then a couple hours later, I had the Canadians plus 1.5. That lost by half a goal on an empty netter with 30 seconds left. That was a $245 swing. And then I had Bradley Beals over on PRA, and he got hurt in the first quarter. So that was another $215 swing for a total of $685 on Tuesday. And then Wednesday wasn't much better. I had another tennis guy minus 3.5. Won by 3, lost by half a set, or half a game rather. $210 swing. Had Donovan Mitchell over 4.5 rebounds. It said he had 5, and they took one away, and he missed by half a rebound. And that was $205 swing. And then I had Porter Jr. under 32.5 PRA. He had 15 going into the fourth quarter, and he dropped like 15 points and 4 boards in the fourth quarter and still only hit by 1.5 on a 3 with less than a minute left. So, like, that combination of beats was $630 yesterday for a total of $1,570 this week on 7 plays by that much. So that just shows you how you can go from $30 to plus 1,600 and vice versa. But, you know, you got to keep the sample size large and it'll eventually even out. So real quick, I do want to get into the fact that I made an options trade for the first time in a while. So it was right here. So what it is it's the SQQQ, which is the short index of the NASDAQ. So what I did is I bought calls, which is I went long on the short, which means I'm betting on shorting the market pretty much. So I bought 2 contracts for $620 each. The strike date, which means the day it expires, is December 26th. The strike price, which would be the price at which you can buy or sell the shares, is 60. And like I said, 620 each. They closed today at 660, which was plus 7%. But then Amazon went down 20% after the market closed. And now, as you can see, it came down a little bit, but if I had to guess, this will open around 59, 60 bucks. And that option should go up another 50% or so, at least. So that's a great first trade back if it doesn't really get much better than that. So I also realized that I never even showed you the person, or the dog rather, who's been giving you your free money. So here you go. That's Louie. What a good looking, like, how do you not listen to a face like that? Look at that. He's just the best. So he's a crazy 7-0. I don't know if he'll ever lose, but I'll pop him up now for when he has his picks so he gets his flowers. So his picks for tonight are NCAA football, actually. It's Louisiana, just money line. I got it at minus 130. So it's rated a 70% chance on my simulation model, so that's an A, which is much higher than usual. So last game, they won by 10 as 10.5-point underdogs, so they covered by over 20 points. They have won the last 3 games. They are 3-0 against the spread. Their QB is hot. In the last 2 games, he has 7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. So I'm going to go with Louisiana on the money line. And then our NBA prop of the day is KD over 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And that's about minus 120, depending on your book. I actually hit this yesterday, too, and it hit pretty easy. My model's predicting 35, 8, and 6, which is 49. And my model for NBA props is hitting at about 70, 72%, I think. So let's see how Louie does again this week. Hopefully he keeps this crazy streak going. So we'll say goodbye to Louie now. Let's see. I did want to mention also that we did another Ethereum buy, and look at what Ethereum's done. Up 17% this week. That's a lot. So if you were listening to me the last couple of weeks, you're up a decent amount depending on how much you were investing. But yeah, so that's awesome. So I mean, that's pretty much everything. I wanted to go over the option trade we made. Wanted to go over the Ethereum price and the free plays for today. So, and a little update on how we've been doing my podcast for Saturday. So yeah, tune back in for the next one, and we'll see how Louie does. Remember, it's pickelspicks.com, at pickelspicks on Twitter. My personal Instagram is at jpicks33. The promo code winner is still available for a free month. If you could check out the podcast Saturday, that'd be great. And if you guys could subscribe on here, that'd be awesome as well. And I'll check back in on Monday or so. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks.